welcome. Thank you for paying me. This job's easy. I mean, don't be late and don't get into an accident. I mean, it's easy, right?
You don't do either of those, right?
No. No, if you get into an accident, you can't do this anymore. So the consequences are pretty, I mean, if you do this for your livelihood and only one accident will prevent you from doing it anymore, you tend to be extremely defensive.
Like that?
What are they doing?
I don't usually honk, but you have to show people that way next time they come, they can't do that. This is the exit lane. They should be over there if they're looking to pick somebody up. This is the way to get out of the airport right here.
Is he driving?
He'll learn for next time, because nobody likes to be honked at like that, right?
Did y'all see that video on Netflix when that lady laid on her arm and followed her and killed her? It's crazy. He rolled down the window. He got next to her before he killed her. They showed her how she should have tapped out like that.
That's my favorite hotel you're staying at.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
your favorite part about it?
That it's on the beach
That it's on the beach.
and that it's huge.
I love that.
A couple of jacuzzis, awesome pool,
Jacuzzi.
great bar, great restaurant, great salon. Did I mention it's on the beach? Yeah, I mean very few hotels in Fort Lauderdale are on the sand. They're all across from the sand. This one's on the sand, meaning that they can serve you drinks and food on the beach while you're on the sand. And there's a bistro right there, so you can walk right back and forth from the pool area right to the sand, back and forth. It's great. Yeah. Also, there's a lot of big conventions there, a lot of big weddings. It's got some awesome suites upstairs.
So I told her, I said, I'd be okay just not. She goes,
I heard it's the Marriott's family's, one of their top 10 resorts in the world. The Marriott family considers this one of their most top 10. So when the Marriott family travels and they come to Florida, this is the one they stay in. Because it's got really good suites upstairs. It has suites upstairs that have pianos in them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of musicians stay here. When they do concerts at the Hard Rock, they stay here. They don't stay at the Hard Rock.
Is the
Because,
Hard Rock closed?
yeah, the Hard Rock is, you can maybe see it from here. Well, yeah, it's close. It's about 20 minutes away. The Hard Rock Casino. A lot of nightclubs and restaurants in there also. There's also a place where they do concerts, but the suites there are not even as nice as the suites at the Harbor Beach. And the Harbor Beach suite's 25 years old. The Hard Rock suite is 5 years old. It just shows you from back in the day how big they made it, because the size of the room is really the main thing when it comes to a suite. Not how well you decorate it, not so much the view, even though the Marriott's looking at the ocean and the Hard Rock is looking at nothing, you know. Yeah. See some cruise ships over there? You might be able to see if you're high enough, if you're staying upstairs. Yeah, if you're staying upstairs, you might be able to see a cruise ship from where you guys are. Yeah. Also, you'll notice when you walk in this hotel, have you guys ever been here?
no.
When you walk in this hotel, the lobby is huge. And in the lobby, there's stores, there's bars, there's a restaurant. So, lots of couches. You know, a lot of hotels you go in, there's nothing to do except check in and go in the elevator. Here, you can hang out in this lobby for hours and not be bored. You can shop, you can eat, you can drink, you can go out on the patio, because from the lobby there's double doors that go on a giant patio that if you walk around goes to the beach, goes to the ocean, goes to the pool. So just the lobby area, as soon as you walk in, is spectacular.
You've reached your marked
Yeah,
location.
this is the best Marriott
K8
of all time. I think this one is the best Marriott. Yeah, I think, yeah. I haven't been in the ones in other countries, but as far as in this country, this has got to be the best one. Yeah. Just the location itself is on the sand, you know. How many Marriotts are on the sand in a luxurious environment like this? Good. I hope I hyped up your hotel for you now.
Yeah, we've definitely been looking forward to it.
Good. I hyped it up, so if you're a little unsure about what you're about to do, you should feel good about it.
K8 and
You see this Whole Foods on the left?
Yeah, that's huge.
You can live upstairs. You can live upstairs, and you can go 24 hours in an elevator and shop in the Whole Foods if you live upstairs. And you use your room key to go shop. So the same key that opens up your door is the same key that you shop with, and you don't even have to go to self checkout. All you got to do is grab the stuff, go in the elevator, and it automatically bills you because it knows you have your room key. That's the only Whole Food. That's the only Whole Foods in the country that does that. Yeah, it's like the first one they're trying out. If people want to do it, they're going to build them all over the country. But that's the first one. Yeah. Oh, it looks like the bridge is open. So right here, if you look straight ahead, that big thing sticking up is the bridge. This is the
Publix right here.
Yeah, there's a Publix right here. Yeah. Yeah, this is the biggest drawbridge in Florida. Right now it's open. Right now there must be a sailboat going this way because it only opens for sailboats. And we have to wait for it, yeah. Yeah. Are you guys going on a cruise or no?
No,
So you're just staying at the hotel for vacation?
for business.
Oh, business. Oh, are you having a convention at the Harbor Beach?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's got a big convention center there. Yeah.
Should be nice.
Yeah, that's really what it's really known for also. There's very few hotels that can have a big convention there.
We got plenty of time.
Exactly.
Oh, great. Well, if you guys are going to go out after your convention, keep my number and maybe I can take you guys to Hard Rock. Maybe I can take you.
You can go down. Are you going to be Friday night? You can go down to 9th and 818.
It's-
Brothers Pizza is.
You mean in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
What's it called? Brothers Pizza?
Yeah.
You mean Primanti Brothers? Yeah, Primanti Brothers. Yeah, it's 20.
What would it cost you to take us to a hotel down here?
I don't know. I mean, it could be $10 each. It could be. But you guys, believe it or not, but I kind of spoke too soon. How many of there are you?
There will be Friday before.
Well, yeah, with 4 people, it's always cheaper to take an Uber because I have a minimum mandatory kind of price. Yeah, and I usually deal with larger groups with luggage, so I wouldn't be. I was just saying that I would want to do it, but not that many jobs I do want to do.
You're going to take us back Saturday morning, right to the airport.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, you booked a round trip? Oh, good. So I'll see you again on the way back then. If
Yeah.
I don't see you on the way, right? But if you wound up getting, let's say, a lot of people, right, that you meet that want to go down to South Beach, maybe, right? That could be a good party to go hang out down there. You know, I mean, right now you're looking forward to going to get pizza, you know?
Little tattoo shop over there.
Yeah, there is a tattoo shop right next to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're really going for.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Well, Miami Inc. is in South Beach on Washington Street. They're the ones that do the reality show. So if you Google Miami Inc., you'll see a reality show, and that artist is really working there. And you could Google where it is. That's in South Beach on Washington Avenue. So that's another thing. If you wanted to just maybe not go get a tattoo in Miami, but just go visit Miami Inc.
How far is Miami from here?
About 45 minutes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
It's all highway, but it's the same beach, you know. It's the same beach. It goes straight all the way down. But obviously you can't take the beach because the cruise ships go out.
Yeah.
So where there's an inlet, obviously there's no bridge over that. So you have to take the highway. But say you get 8 people, right? And you can only fit 6 in an Uber. So say you get 7 or 8 people from your meeting that all want to go hang out and do something, even to go to the Hard Rock, and you guys know that you can't fit in an Uber, then you can call me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if it's more than 6. If it's 6 people, you could do an Uber XL, right? But if it's 7, they won't take 7 or more. So yeah, so keep that in mind, yeah. The good thing about Pimanti Brothers is it is open 24 hours a day. So no matter what time you get there, it's going to be open. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people love that. I mean, I'm Italian, so I'm not as crazy about. Oh, you are? Well, it's not. This is New York style. You know, it's not Italian style. It's really New York style pizza, which is great. I grew up on it, and it is good. It is good. They use pretty good sauce. They do put a lot of sugar in the sauce, and a lot of people love that. When you taste that sugar, when you taste that pizza, it makes your mouth water. There's no doubt about it.
I like
But
the sweet sauce.
it's not like a flat Italian pizza with fresh ingredients. Oh yeah, the 4 cheese pizza. I mean the 4 cheese sandwich. Yeah, with the coleslaw, and that's famous for that. So it's sourdough bread, or is it ciabatta bread? I think it's ciabatta bread with 4 pieces of cheese melted. Then it's got hot French fries and then coleslaw. And their coleslaw is like the best thing. French fries are generic, but for some reason I love their coleslaw. It's got like pepper in it or something. And the sandwich is this big. You'd have to literally squish it to put it in your mouth. It comes out like this high. Yeah, that's the 4 cheese sandwich. Yeah, that's pretty unique. Yeah, unfortunately, where the harbor beach is, there's really not much to walk to very easily. You could walk I guess you could walk to the beach. I mean, the strip. You can kind of walk to the strip. It's kind of, yeah, if you put your phone on, on a walk, you can see, but you're in a little cul-de-sac, and it's not that far to walk the strip, but the Pimanti Brothers is on the other side of the strip. So that's too far to walk, but you can walk to the Fort Lauderdale Strip Beach, which has like boat, what is it? What they're called? Those Spanish, the senior frogs, and like the Rock Bar and the Elbow Room is very famous. If you want to, you can walk to the Elbow Room on Las Olas. That's not too far. Yeah, this is where the cruise ships. You're gonna see the cruise ships right after this building over there now. Your hotel is pretty much right over this beach to the right over this bridge to the right. Your hotel's right by those big buildings right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the inlet, how the cruise ships get out right here to the ocean.
Adding to something, or do you know what they're building over here?
They're building a giant convention center and a hotel. There was a convention center with no hotel. They knocked it down because, think about it, nobody's going to have a convention there if they can't stay there. So they kind of made a mistake by building this nice convention center and nobody could stay there. So now they knocked it down and they're building a big hotel and an even bigger convention center now.
Oh, look at that boat.
You guys should look into the water taxi. There it is right there, that yellow
Yeah,
boat.
we've got one today for tickets.
Oh, great. That's great. It's a great idea. That's yeah. That one's coming back from Hollywood, Florida. That one. What's that? Elbow. That's where I said Elbow Room is. You can walk to Las Olas. That's about as far as you can walk from your hotel.
Really?
So when you go out of your hotel, you're gonna make a right. You're gonna go north on the beach, on the street, and this street, and you're gonna hit Las Olas, which is the. But I think it's not. I think you could do it. I don't think that's a long walk. I think it'll take you about. 20 minutes.
You get off on stop 2. Taxi, water taxi.
But yeah, you can get on and off. They give you a wristband. So it goes till 10 o'clock, from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. It's about $30, $40 a person, and there's about 17 stops. And you can get off, and then every 20 minutes another ship comes, another boat comes. They're all yellow. Some are big, some are small, some are 2-story, some have bars on them. You're also allowed to bring alcohol on those boats too. This police officer always gives tickets. People coming down fast on the bridge. See this officer right here? He's doing radar for people flying over the bridge. He's in the shade. See, he's sitting in the shade over there, and he's got a radar right by his rear view, right by his mirror. Yeah, I watched him for years sitting over there. I think the trolley's free. Yeah, I think it's free. Yeah. Fort Lauderdale trolley. Yeah, you could Google it. Yeah, Google it. And when you're staying, the front desk is going to have all literature about that too. Yeah, there's little carts that take you up and down, like the guys that have the bicycles, and 4 people could sit in the back. They take you up and down the beach, and they just do it for tips. So if you wanted to go to Miami Brothers, you can actually walk to the elbow room and then find one of those guys. They have light. They put a lot of lights on them, like flashing lights, and they're like little I don't know what they call them, but they're little transportation services that they would take 4 people in the back, and then they'll take you to Miami Brothers, and then you give the guy a couple of bucks, tell him to wait around, and then they can bring you back. That might be more fun than taking an Uber. This neighborhood's called Harbor Beach. That's why this is called that's why this is the Marriott Harbor Beach. This is a subdivision of Fort Lauderdale called Harbor Beach. And this street hits the ocean right now. So the ocean, as you keep driving, the ocean's going to be on the right, and you're going to see the ocean while you're driving. It's going to be close. It doesn't start yet, and when we're turning not here, but the next light we turn. So if you keep going, when you come out, we're going to go make a right. You're going to have to come to the street, and we'll walk that way. The ocean will be here, and all the restaurants and bars will be over here, and eventually Miami Brothers will be there. So yeah, you're here. This street goes that way. The beach is all here, like this, and then eventually Miami Brothers will be here. It's on Sunrise Boulevard, is the name of the street. So we're going to make a right at that light. Your hotel is right here, right there. There's your hotel right there. And there's nothing in there because that's a little cul-de-sac with just the ocean and residences and hotels. So no matter what, you'll always, if you're going to walk out of that hotel, you're going to have to walk to the street, and you're not going to walk this way. There's nothing there. You're going to walk that way on that sidewalk. Yeah. Eventually, you'll cross the street because that sidewalk will be on the beach. But I think you should walk it. I mean, the public beach is literally right here also. I think you should. Yeah, you should definitely do it. Put some sneakers on and put a baseball hat on. The sun's strong. You can get really burnt in 15-20 minutes. You're gonna get all red, your ears, your shoulders. I wear long sleeve shirts or tank tops because before you know it, you're gonna get a farmer's tan. You know what the farmer's tan is, right?
Yeah.
When you have a short sleeve shirt on, and then you get a tan, and you see the white and then the tan, and then you wear a tank top or a halter, and it looks funny. Even for me as a guy, I don't like the way that looks. So I'm either wearing a long sleeve shirt so I don't get this arm half tan, or I'm wearing a tank top. I suggest you do the same if you're gonna walk it. Yeah, because within 15 minutes you're gonna get a sunburn. The sun's very strong. I think this truck went the wrong way. I'm gonna go this way. This truck shouldn't have made it right. Now he's wondering how he's gonna get out of here. Oh, no. Oh, hope he's not coming this way. He's never going to be able to, once he comes this way, he's never going to be able to turn around. Unless he's going to the loading dock. Hopefully he is. So here's the convention entrance. See, like when the big buses come to block, big conventions go right here, because this is all the convention space on the left. And then the residential, I mean the cars and the taxis and the shuttles bring you right to the front desk. These guys usually take your luggage, like this guy right here. So usually you don't have to touch the luggage. We'll see.